You're here because you want to know about the Blackmagic Pyxis 12K, right? You've heard the hype, you've seen the teasers, and now you're wondering, is this the camera that will change the game for creators and filmmakers? Let's dive in because this new release from Blackmagic might just do that. Now, we've seen Blackmagic make waves before, but this year, they might just be taking over the filmmaking world. I know, it's a little dramatic, but honestly, after looking at what they've packed into this camera, I might just be right. From a top tier sensor to unexpected frame rates, there's a lot to unpack, so let's break it down. The body of the Pyxis 12K is familiar, sticking to the same build as the earlier models, same battery type, same SDI and USB ports, so if you're used to the latest version, this will feel like home. But here's the kicker. Despite its compact size, it houses one of the biggest sensor Blackmagic has ever produced, the same sensor from the Ursa 12K. And when you throw that into a camera this small, you get not just incredible resolution, but dynamic range and color science that is just unmatched for this price range. Now, this isn't just about adding 12K for the sake of it. Blackmagic has made some serious upgrades to the Pyxis 12K. The new frame rates, for instance, are a huge win. In 4K or 8K, you're getting up to 72 frames per second in OpenGate, and when you're shooting in 12K, you can expect frame rates like 40 FPS at 17:9 or 60 FPS in 2:1. It's a massive leap forward compared to the earlier models. But what about that autofocus? If you've been waiting for the continuous autofocus, the good news is that it's finally in the works. Blackmagic is rolling out face tracking autofocus, which should be a game changer for those shooting solo or with a limited crew. However, there are a couple of things you won't find in this camera though. No in-body stabilization and no built-in ND filters. Not a huge deal, but worth mentioning. IBIS might be a nice touch, but it's not as essential on a camera like this, especially since you can stabilize footage in DaVinci Resolve. And ND filters are cheap and easy to add, so not having built-in NDs isn't the end of the world. One thing I absolutely love about the Pyxis 12K is the sensor. It delivers some of the fastest readout speeds I've seen in this size camera. That means less rolling shutter, even when you're shooting fast-moving subjects. The sensor speed makes this a strong contender for anyone shooting sports, action, or even fast-paced documentaries. Now, I know what you're thinking. 12K, dynamic range, super fast readout speed. This has to cost a fortune, right? But surprisingly, it's not that bad. At $49.95, it's competitive with other options in the market, especially when you consider the sensor and the frame rates. But however, because of the tariff, the price has jumped to $65.95, so I would keep that in mind. Tariffs. Another cool feature is the pre-recording option. If you're shooting a documentary or sports, this is a lifesaver. It lets you record a bit before you actually press the button, ensuring you never miss a moment. Plus, Blackmagic has added a new top handle and a side handle accessories, giving you that broadcast style workflow if you want it. Of course, there are things to keep in mind. The lack of ProRes recording, and the fact that you're still working with larger file size that comes with shooting 12K or 8K means you'll need plenty of storage space. So make sure you've got your external hard drives and backup plans ready before you hit record. So do I recommend picking up the Blackmagic Pyxis 12K? Absolutely. But should you rush out to pre-order it? Maybe not so quick. If you don't mind waiting for that continuous autofocus update and can handle the bigger file size, this camera might just be the perfect fit for your next project. But if you're someone who needs ProRes or immediate autofocus right now, it might be worth considering other options.